We welcome you to N.E.W. Turmoil. We are live after a lively week of action already. I'm Max Radix. Main event Max is back doing next to the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and after a night I was celebrating the lack of technical issues, it turned out at the end of the night the entire damn stream is just blank.
So
fantastic.
So essentially, more technical issues for the monkeys to work out. We apologise for the blank screen. I hear the audio was still live, so for a night it was a radio show, so we apologise about that. Of course, myself and Adrian Goldman were not here last night at Mayhem for a great show. Sorry you missed it as well, visually at least.
Yeah, it was a great thing to behold as well. That's what really irks me here.
Well, Adrian Goldman was not a happy man, I can tell you that. It was one of the many things that was discussed at that meeting, along with the signings of many new talents for EFW, so more on that as it develops. But we're going to kick things off tonight in, I believe, a rankings matchup, Erwin.
Yeah, this
between these three men.
For the UK rankings.
It's going to be V. Wade Nelson and William Zander in Extreme Rules matches. All the ranking matches are here in N.E.W. It should be a great way to kick off Turmoil. Live in Liverpool, just round the corner from the compound.
Yeah, of course. As it stands, what you are seeing on the stream is essentially how we see it on our monitor, instead of how you would normally see it. Hopefully we'll get that all fixed by tomorrow night's broadcast. Again, I just left a room of the technical team essentially going bald very fast, pulling out their hair. So this may be a long one.
Well, hopefully all should be well. There's only one way to find out.
Of course, Wade Nelson getting a big victory over Snake last night.
Yeah, I mean, massive victory for Wade Nelson. Technical difficulties aside, it's a huge victory in his career. The man of big surprises just keeps pulling out things out the hat. Here he is, Wade Nelson, 6 foot, flat out, 240, Fargo, North Dakota, former EFW World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Nelson has already threw out a few surprises here in his career, Erwin.
Well, yeah, surprising everyone by defeating the Reaper to become EFW champion. And look at that! I just noticed that jacket he's wearing. Wait till he turns around. Of course, last night, the infamous Immortal Red said his final goodbyes, and it seems on his way out of the building, he's given Wade Nelson, the man he gave props to, his jacket.
Well, a big statement there on the icons of N.E.W. We'll see a lot in this kid. And clearly after, well, victories over Snake and the Reaper already to his name, he could be a hot favourite in this match. V, however, of course, the suicidal man from the militia will think differently. 5'10", 239 from Kill Devil Hills. From the, obviously a proud member of the militia, Erwin. He's going to be used to these Extreme Rules type of matchups as well.
Yeah, this one should be interesting. I mean, 3 top-notch performers here. Of course, let's not forget William Zander coming out of Sunday unsuccessful, but this is for a solo championship. And with that, having spent some recent time in the ring facing Magnum Opus, that could probably help you prepare for the likes of the Reaper.
That's very true. I mean, world-class competition breeds that in competitors, and that's exactly what V has been up against as of late. So what has that young man learned? And speaking of runs, ladies and gentlemen, what about this guy? As of late, William Zander has been frankly propping up Xander Enterprises Irwin, 6'5", 350. The man who named the group after himself. From Bismarck, North Dakota, as I said, the leader, founder of Xander, one of the founding members of Xander Enterprises, the former hardcore champion, along with his wife, Emma Xander. Also deadly. That so-called fight for right. Well, I'm suspicious. I've made no secret of that. I don't like this man. I don't like where he stands for. I don't like his wife even, for that matter.
Well, it has been a very murky fight for right. I mean, even I can't argue that. The questionable expulsion.
What these guys did to Zach Fuller, well, what they didn't do to help Zach Fuller was sickening in my eyes.
And
that's all I've got to say about that.
They've yet to say anything, and of course Wade Nelson, being a friend of Zach Fuller, may
Wade Nelson having more decency than all of Xander Enterprises put together.
Oh,
what a bulldog for Xander, not forgetting what he did to his friend. V just stood by and let it happen. I don't blame him one bit. I hope Xander gets his ass kicked tonight.
Probably not wanting to get in between those two, however now does.
Hard shot off to Wade Nelson, a pushing V in the back. What a coward he is.
Triple threat, extreme rules to kick things
Big
off
power
here
bomb.
tonight.
Oh, he's double A tough and double A talented. I just question his tactics sometimes. Quite what a double axe handle in the back. It has to be said by Nelson, playing at Xander's own game. Erwin,
I've got to say, it makes it strange hearing that come out of your mouth and not mine.
Well, God damn it!
Xander
If you're gonna be a heel, be a heel.
Yeah, Xander Enterprises kind of trying to draw it down the middle, it seems.
Bulldog.
Right.
That's why I respect Magnum Opus. You know exactly where you stand with those guys. They're in it for themselves. At least they have the goddamn decency to admit it. It's more than I can say for Xander Enterprises.
Yeah, I mean, Magnum Opus are the kind of people who wouldn't seem out of place.
Oh, snap suplex
in a cantina on Mos Eisley.
Wouldn't seem out of play on Capitol Hill either. It's the beauty of Magnum Opus. Hurricane Rana
from Wade Nelson.
Club to the face. Hard shots and hard pops by Wade Nelson.
Quick action again here tonight.
The monarchy that he lives by.
How about that?
Oh my word.
Knee smash there.
Patented knee smash there by William Xander. Follow-away slam with authority there to Wade Nelson.
Keeping his attention on both men here.
Tremendous speed for a guy his size, 350. What an uppercut there by V, taking the big man to the floor. Going right back to Nelson though, as again, all these guys trying to focus on both other individuals at the same time. You get my meaning, you know, that they're not letting any man rest. All three men are very aware of the triple threat scenario here, and I think it's only a matter of time. The longer this match goes on, Owen, the likelihood of weapons being involved here tonight. Oh, arm drag there by Xander.
Yeah, that's an interesting part so far. All men have stayed quite sporting here, not using any weaponry, even though it's allowed.
I mean, you know, these guys don't need weapons. I mean, they're all assassins in that ring. They're all studs. They're all potential future world champions.
Well, you're very right, but nothing says guarantee like a sledgehammer to the ribs.
Well, coming from a 3-time world champion, I'm sure they'll... 4-time, excuse me. Because they're shouting at me. I'm sure you've got them well updated on that fact, Erwin. Oh, neck breaker by V. On William Xander.
Kick to the back, but Xander just stepping up.
The big man in trouble. Shakes it off though. Oh, I'll take that. Tremendous strength again by Xander, picking up 239 pounds with absolute ease.
What a shot there did V.
V, no stranger to hard shots himself.
Too busy gloating on the ring ropes though.
Yeah,
found himself
way too much time. Got a shoulder for his trouble. Hard shots by Nelson on the match here to kick off. Turmoil.
Just as hard paced as last night's, of course. Unfortunately, no one got to see it.
Big overhead, belly to belly. While you're seeing this,
What a shot that was by Williams and N.E.W. back live here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, thank God the 5 hours of riot seem to have been at least visible. Albeit we had the technical issues there with some kind of lag.
I may have nightmares for the rest of my life, Owen.
We never thought it'd go longer than 3.5 hours, and yet we nearly faced 5 hours of brutality. 4 hours and 50 minutes right now.
We need to get in touch with Guinness. We had a half-hour break and all of that. That could be a record.
Oh, back elbow and enziguri. That could be it for V, but Williams Ander doesn't think so.
What a club there. To the head.
Has that sleeper. Kahina clutch locked in completely there.
The deadly Kahina clutch.
Nelson quick enough to break it up though.
Quick as a snake he beat last night. But into the corner he goes by Xander. That tremendous strength and factor again in this matchup turns Nelson around. Oh, and picks up some speed. Hard forearm shot right to the head of Nelson. Finally goes back to V, goes for the pinch, it opens down. 1, 2.
No, V has had enough time to recuperate after that vicious Kahina clutch.
Close but no cigar.
But how much other than the instinct to kick out does he have?
Gut wrench overhead suplex there by Williams Xander.
This match has spilled outside once again.
Fantastically executed, and this is where I think it's going to get extreme, Owen. When they're on that wafer thin mat, on that steel ramp.
This is a bad sign. What match? Extreme Rules.
Gonna get ugly, folks, here very, very quickly.
Getting further away from that ring.
Oh, wait a minute. Tornado! Hurricane rather. My word. Calling round Williams Xander.
Just completely taking the balance off of him. Wade Nelson now. Oh, going back to V.
Wade Nelson. It's well documented. Never quite fully fit.
Went to the kick. Missed.
He missed with that fabled enziguri. Well, V didn't miss with a drop kick. What a counter there by the madman from the militia. Going right back towards the ring, thank heavens. Getting off that steel. I know these fans thirst for blood here in N.E.W. But too many careers have been shortened as of late, in my opinion. Club to the back. V. There it is. Sit down. Nelson's nowhere. This could be all. V goes for the pin. To top in perfect position too. No!
Kick out.
Could not have been any closer. My word. What a match.
Nelson back in now.
Oh, senton splash. What a senton splash. Wade Nelson there into the corner again he goes. Oh my word, on the forearm. Take that once again.
Oh, and the moonsault.
Well, yeah.
Enough after that
series of somersaults. Oh.
Kick out again though. V's still in this one.
Well, this is not elimination, ladies and gentlemen. This is a triple threat, a good old-fashioned first pin wins. Or submission has to happen inside the ring as well. That's a very important factor despite the extreme rule stipulation. What a gut wrench suplex there by Nelson.
Massive.
Go to a pin. This could be it. This could be it. 2. No. No.
2.
That is tremendous resilience for Williams Xander. I thought that could have been a potential 3 right there, and Xander kicking out before the count of 2. What a lariat by Xander.
Just after he dodged that drop kick there of Nelson's. No.
Oh,
sign of V, but only a 2 again.
The third or fourth near 3 we've had in this match. We've had about 5 2.9s already. I'm not quite sure if my blood pressure can take this, Owen.
This has been extreme from the get-go, and there's still not a weapon in sight. V going for a pin now.
Sheer athleticism, sheer will to win, sheer determination of V steals one. What a victory by the madman.
moving up in the UK rankings.
He has done it tonight. That is a big victory.
What a way to kick off Turmoil here tonight.
Well, William Zander was looking about as determined as I've ever seen him. Wade Nelson just keep coming back, but V tonight, who might have just been considered the underdog but has had a lot of experience in these Extreme Rules matches, came out with a big win here. Moves up in those hard-fought UK rankings, but of course, Owen, if he did get to the top, what's his prize? That question starts again. What is anyone's prize in the UK's division?
Well, that's it.
Because the cost might just be their soul.
Again, Wade Nelson is the only one to have beaten him so far. For a title, at least. But I think, in general, I mean, of course, when he's lost a match, he's been the third man in a triple threat, not the one who's got pinned or submitted.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, this is going to be one of the more unusual matches I think we're ever going to see in N.E.W.
US rankings here.
What, sorry, Owen?
US rankings.
US rankings, excuse me.
Ranking reshuffle.
Well, Warlord versus Gomero Diaz. I mean, two absolutely great competitors, but you couldn't hope for two more different wrestlers there.
No, and another Extreme Rules match. I can bet you Diaz is going to be looking for weapons to try and take on the Warlord here tonight.
Well, you'd have to think so. I mean, there's a considerable size difference between the two men.
Oh yeah, I mean
3 inches and 25 pounds.
Yeah, there's a big difference between Warlord and Guillermo Diaz, that's for sure, but Diaz arguably has a lot of veterancy over Warlord. A lot of experience he could use.
Oh, there's a tremendous amount of experience in that ring tonight in this one. In this Extreme Rules factor, of course, two N.E.W. veterans, so they're not strangers to that by any means. And we welcome this man with his security and all. He's made a few enemies, but let's be honest, he has the credentials and he has the means to back up what he says and what he does. It is the Warlord, 6'2" and 255 pounds of attitude. From Akron, Ohio, a former TV champion. These fans eagerly await his arrival, Owen. It is power versus speed tonight. And how many times has that given you a classic? I mean, you're the champion, Owen, so your opinion has some sway in these matters, unfortunately. So I have to ask you, who's your favourite for this one between the Warlord and Gomero Diaz?
Well, I hate to say it, but tonight I don't think the experience is actually going to cut it. I mean, let's look at the past of the Warlord. When he got that TV championship, he spent 87 days as champion before Zach Fuller beat him in a ladder match. That's a ladder match. That's not pinning this man. That's not making him submit. That's managing to get that belt free from those clasps. That could be argued as luck. I don't believe it was for Zach Fuller. I think he did outskill him on the night and managed to pick the right opportunity to get that belt. But nevertheless, Warlord, we've seen people go in the ring with him, and time again we've gone, oh, this is going to be a classic, you know, look at these two guys, and Warlord just walks all over them. I mean, the only person that has, in the past memory that I can think has really beaten him down has been Brad Morse, when he had his last title shot.
Well, could you argue then that Warlord's one of those guys, you know, as long as they're a little bit smaller than him, he's absolutely fine, but once he gets up against a fellow powerhouse and it gets just a little bit more difficult for this undoubtedly talented wrestler, well, tonight he has a challenge, don't get me wrong. This is a guy that has took an icon like Cowboy Roy the Distance Irwin. This is a guy who surprised the world because he has been known as a manager for the majority of his career, but ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you one thing, this guy can wrestle. Gomero Diaz is 5'9" and 230 pounds from Durango, Mexico. He is the manager, the associate, the advocate of Los Luchadores Espanol, the five-time, ladies and gentlemen, N.E.W. Tag Team Champions. He might be the mastermind behind the greatest tag team this company has ever seen, Owen. And he can still do it between those ropes.
Well, as he said, let's not ever forget that incredible submission match he and Cowboy Roy had. And if this were a submission match, perhaps my opinion would be different. But Guillermo Diaz is going to have to use absolutely everything he knows in that ring tonight. He's got to outthink Warlord. That is the challenge here.
Well, it's veteran versus veteran here.
Oh my God, what a spine buster by Warlord to start this one off.
And just drags Diaz back to his feet.
Jesus, what a suplex.
And this is exactly what I mean.
He has come to play here tonight, has the Warlord. Oh my
choke and
God, what power again. Bench press spine buster. Guillermo Diaz literally pleading for his life. Oh, the Warlord is looking pissed.
I think we should have been
angry.
We should have been timing Warlord matches. I want to know what the quickest Warlord match has been. This, at this rate, oh my word, is setting up to be another quick one here tonight.
What kind of ungodly suplex was that?
Diaz in the corner. No idea where he is, I don't think.
I shouldn't laugh, this is just execution here.
Warlord wants another shot.
You should offer ring the bell for the love of God.
Brad Morse gut wrench suplex. Powerbomb rather.
Go for the pin, this one's over. This one is literally...
Oh, look at this!
Ankle lock. Ankle lock
to
by
an
the
arguable
Warlord.
Submission specialist. I've never seen a submission come from Warlord before. Perhaps that cockiness could... Well, maybe not.
Hard left hand.
I was about to say that might be his undoing, but that left hand put it back in his favour.
Fall away slam again.
Just taking Diaz apart here. Oh wait, Diaz trying to fight back.
European uppercut.
Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic speed by Diaz.
Warlord
soaked up a lot of punishment.
Trying to get to his feet after that Hurricane Rana.
Jawbreaker. Changed his mind. I thought he was going to go for a suplex there, Owen.
Warlord. Finally in trouble in this match. Diaz is trying to pick up some momentum here.
Yeah, absolutely. That kick to the sternum. And now working on the arm of the big man.
Perhaps trying to soften those punches.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be the tactic for Diaz.
Sling blade.
He's always thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead. Here's the Mexico veteran. Oh, here we go. Backdrop. Impressive athleticism, but will it be enough to put the Warlord away? That is the question here tonight for Guillermo Diaz.
Look at the speed of Warlord getting back to his feet.
Oh yeah, I mean, Warlord's not slow by any stretch of the imagination, and that is Diaz's best chance, his speed tonight. But, you know, if Warlord's on his game like he has been tonight, then Diaz better pray, better think fast. What a snake eyes. Off the boot to the gut. Oh my word.
Pump handle gut buster.
With authority there to Diaz. Tremendous manoeuvre.
Diaz again trying to fight back.
Great counter there with a lariat. Goes to the middle rope. Warlord not in the best of positions, but Diaz, I think, is going to throw caution to the wind here.
Getting to his feet.
Big drop kick. Big drop kick there by Guillermo Diaz. Knee buster, goes for a pin.
A 1. Barely a 1.
Well, what does that tell you about the mood of the Warlord here tonight? He is here to compete, and Guillermo Diaz knows he's in a fight. Snap me a takedown to the Warlord.
I think after that pin, Diaz knows exactly where he is now. Realising he's going to have to pull out some bigger moves.
Again there. Dragon sleeper. Dragon sleeper there by Diaz.
Head looking like it's slipping though.
Looking for the submission. Oh, and there we are. Warlord using that height advantage.
Oh, what a spear! What an ungodly spear!
Diaz without a chance of blocking it.
Warlord exploding there with that spear. All the way from hell itself, it seems. Guillermo Diaz, no answer for it. Didn't go for the pinner in.
No.
Was that a mistake by the Warlord?
Well, it could be. As he gets Diaz back to his feet. Diaz, though,
Fighting back.
In the corner goes the Warlord, on the middle rope, on the top rope, excuse me, goes the Warlord. Diaz now falls him up there. What's he looking for? Hurricane Rana. What a landing for the Warlord.
that was a big bounce from the Warlord. Diaz going to the outside. Tope!
Beautiful tope there. Goes for a pin. Two for Tope.
No.
Well, he is making progress on those counts.
Well, we've
Still
got past
needs to do
one.
more.
Drop kick to the spine of the Warlord. Keeping him off his vertical base is a very good idea by Guillermo Diaz, in my opinion. Keeping him on that mat is the best offense that Diaz has given in this match so far.
Diaz now. Oh,
Needs to make a decision.
yeah, I think he was going for another tope, but
Seemingly indecisive there, Diaz.
perhaps still a little groggy off some of the
Hurricane Rana.
shots from Warlord catching up to him. Going to the outside. Let's not forget, this is Extreme Rules.
As all the ranking matches have been here in N.E.W.
Brings in a table. Oh, leaves on the outside. Change around again.
Not quite liking the feel of that table, disregards it and comes back into the ring to the Warlord. Kick to the gut.
Oh, look at this. Sunset flip.
Wow,
Pin.
yes. The converted sunset flip by Diaz.
Oh, Warlord kicking out. Oh,
Bit of a luchador mix to that manoeuvre, as we'd expect by Diaz.
and an elbow to the face of Diaz caused enough distraction there.
Jackhammer with authority.
That's gotta be it.
It is over. Thanks for coming, Guillermo Diaz. Bye-bye. Warlord.
Another step closer to that US Championship. And while that was definitely not one of his quickest matches, once again proves what I'm saying. I mean, that was a lot of a better outing than most of his opponents have had recently.
Oh yeah, Guillermo Diaz definitely give Warlord a fight here tonight. Look at that tope, beautifully executed, but it wasn't enough.
No, clearly that earlier attack from the Warlord starting to catch up with Diaz at some point in that match.
As we'd expect, I mean, he's a powerhouse. I mean, he's got that speed as well, but he's undoubtedly a powerhouse as Warlord, and ultimately that was just too much for Guillermo Diaz to overcome. The jackhammer was the full stop in the matter, in the debate. The Warlord successful here tonight and goes up a step again in the US rankings. Will he get remorse over the codebreaker Brad Morse? Revenge, let's say. Well, there must be remorse over the match.
Well,
Obviously,
yeah,
because of the outing that he gave Irwin, but wasn't quite the paraphrasing I was looking for. If he ultimately can get further up in the rankings, it will come to a match against Morse again. And what does that mean for the Warlord? I mean, his last outing against the current United States champion wasn't good.
No, very poor outing for Warlord, and I think he knows that, and I think he wants to make amends for that. Brad Morse, incredible champion, no doubt. I mean, look how quickly, possibly the quickest match on the card at Riot 9.
It really was. I mean, undoubtedly the quickest match on the card that night. Had many things, but it did not have many quick matches. They were all slugfests, they were all battles.
But Joe Freeman, I mean, efforts we've seen from him recently.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, well, speaking of members of End Times, here comes their leader.
He was not scheduled to be here.
Of course.
We were expecting the Outlaws and Xander Enterprises in the tag team matchup. The Reaper once again interrupting the scheduled programming. This is another thing that was discussed with Adrian Goldman and a series of executives. Snake was there as well for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, but there's loads of people there. A lot of black suits to hear what the Reaper has to say.
Well, the Reaper with an audacious statement demanding Owen another title shot, claiming he will drop the UK Championship in the trash when he wins, demanding the respect of the locker room, Owen. My God, the Reaper. What arrogance from that man.
Yeah, I mean, that's just... Why? I mean, the whole idea is once you lose the belt, you get the opportunity to move up. That's always been the thing with the rankings. Of course, that's
tremendous
kind of
disrespect
reset.
to the UK title, Owen. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he claims he doesn't care about it, but saying there that he won't just drop it, which I kind of understand. You know, you don't want a loss on your record simply to get to move up, but then still, it's part of how this game works. If you don't like it, go find another promotion that'll put you at the top, just because you can beat everyone up and then injure them to the point where they can't really get any kind of recourse on you.
Well, strong words from our world champion, the Reaper, not making many friends in the N.E.W. locker room, despite his demands for respect here.
I suppose if you look on the other side of the shoe, that would leave all those great up-and-comers in the UK division a chance, an actual chance at the championship. It would just make everyone else's lives hell in whichever ranking he ends up in.
Well, surely you would think if the Reaper was to move up to any division he would so choosing, which is I think is what he was hinting at here tonight, then you would think he would be going for the World Championship, Owen. I mean, do you have any feelings about that?
Well, exactly. I mean, why wouldn't you start with this title? But I mean, I've got a match against Franco tonight. I'm still not 100% after that Iron Man match. I agreed to that because, you know, Franco deserves a shot. I'm not denying that in any opportunity. He's a great athlete. We've covered that many times in his matches.
Yes, we have.
I couldn't deny him an opportunity. I mean, if he beats me tonight, which he might well do in my condition, well, then he gets the title shot. That's fine by me. But the Reaper just choosing to get a title shot? No, I'm not. And again, the whole thing of if he loses, then he gets to keep the UK title. It's only if he wins he'll drop it. I mean,
it's very true, Owen. I mean, you gotta consider.
There's got to be
so many factors.
Yeah, there's got to be some cons. It can't all be pros here.
The mere fact that he's willing to do that to the United Kingdom title just speaks of just a lack of class to the Reaper, in my opinion. I mean, I believe, I mean, call me old-fashioned here, I know I'm a bit old school, but I believe a champion should respect the title that he defends.
Well, yeah, exactly, otherwise why bother with it? And let's get back to some class here, shall we? I mean, we've got two great tag teams coming out here.
Yeah, well, for once I completely agree. My God, this happened twice in one show.
Yeah, it's getting scary now.
The Outlaws, Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia. 5'2", 125 pounds, and 5'3", 130 pounds. My word, excuse me. Both from Blackpool, England. Lisa Chase, a three-time women's champion. Psycho Sonia, a former women's champion in her own right. The Outlaws, a hell of a tag team. One of the veteran tag teams here in N.E.W. Owen.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a match. Of course, getting back at the women's tag rankings here tonight. The Scorpions unsuccessful in their attempts. Adrian Goldman has decided to take a look at the rest of the teams, essentially give the Scorpions a bit of time to rethink their strategies. And it seems we're looking at the next two up in those rankings.
Well, the next two up, and the next two to possibly go down to the immovable object that is True Force. Alexander Enterprises, who put up a fight on so many levels at Riot 9. I'm going to try again tonight in the tag team division. Emma Zander and Akane Matsuda. Zander 5'5", 138, Matsuda 5'2", 175 pounds.
screams. Emma Zander looking for Akane Matsuda here again tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've made a habit of this as of late, of Zander Enterprises coming in there from different angles, so we don't see it till the very last minute. We think it's mind games, we really don't know. Of course, we see this with Fuller as well. Zander from Boston, Massachusetts, and of course Matsuda from Kyoto, Japan, and of course Zander Enterprises, and they've asked me to say this, pride themselves on being an international unit.
Well,
Mike Tritopa rings the bell. He's a chase. And Emma Zander in the ring.
Interesting to see Matsuda start things off here.
Oh, big elbow. I think that's a pretty normal tactic for Zander Enterprises, isn't it? Let the cronies do the dirty work. Big elbow by Lisa Chase. Don't know what you see in that group, Erwin. I know you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they've been nothing but devious, as far as I can see, so far.
The whole Zach Fuller thing has changed my mind a bit on Zander Enterprises, the women's division.
Countered there by Matsuda by Lisa Chase.
Still promising, but
neckbreaker.
May want to consider doing what the True Force did with the Enforcers before they crumbled.
Good scoop slam there by Lisa Chase. Big elbow again, right into the chest of Matsuda.
Focused here tonight. Oh, and a DDT. Well, let's not forget, Akane Matsuda was in a match yesterday against Cole Albert Clemens.
Oh, absolutely, and
suffering a loss.
There's no way she's going to be 100% after a match against CAC, and that's a very good point there. Psycho Sonia.
I don't think it was the opener, sorry, but it was a hard-fought match nonetheless.
No one saw it, it doesn't matter, it could have been the opener.
Again, go back and watch the radio show, it was incredible, me just talking about a black screen.
Perhaps Adrian Gorman arranged it on purpose so
your
night of mayhem couldn't cause any serious offence.
I think he censored the whole damn thing.
There was no senior officials or executives here. You were literally in charge for the night.
Wow.
The mere concept itself terrified me beyond all comprehension.
Of course, the tech monkey's getting a temporary fix here tonight. Hopefully we'll have business as normal tomorrow. As far as that goes, in the meantime, Zander Enterprises have taken control here. The two fresher women are in the ring.
Oh, big neck breaker there by Emma Zander onto Psycho Sonia. Oh, face smash right into the canvas. Emma Zander painting her own out here tonight. And Psycho Sonia's face. Middle rope she goes. High risk. Oh, double axe handle, played it safe in the end, but it's old school but effective, Erwin.
Well, yeah, if it works, might as well utilise it.
Shades of Cowboy Roy with the double axe handle off that middle rope. Wasn't he the first guy in N.E.W. to use that move?
He might have been. Might have been the first guy to use that move.
I wouldn't say that to Roy.
Oh wait, Sonia!
Oh!
Reverse DDT there.
He's headbutted mentalist. Inverted DDT by Sonia now, picking up Zander again. Swinging neck breaker. Great response by the Psycho.
Yeah, not such a great response by the crowd. Again, it's always a strange one when the Outlaws are in the ring. They either get cheered by everyone or booed by everyone. Seems to depend on the night.
That other arm still wrenched back. Oh my word. There we go. Right on that elbow, right on the joint. Psycho Sonia with that big stomp, just injuring that arm of Zander. Oh, hard, stiff forearm there by Lisa Chase.
Just staring down Zander, but Zander.
Oh, Northern Light suplex bridge, beautiful bridge, but far too close to the ropes. Mike Shitopa correctly breaks the count. Zander goes right back to work on Lisa Chase, raked to the eyes. Perfectly legal here in N.E.W. Backbreaker, torture rack. We've seen this before by Zander. The move into the move. very popular with teams such as Xander Enterprises and Magnum Opus Irwin. Seems to be a trend reoccurring as of late.
Yeah, again, there's some moves here in N.E.W. One person uses it, the others see how effective it is, try to emulate it. Sometimes it works just as well.
Yeah, and sometimes the deadly effect.
There's Xander here. Michinoku driver.
Is it true you used to use that move as your finisher in the Indies?
I do like the move. I can never get the spin right.
Makes a tag to Matsuda.
I'd say it always ended as a backbreaker.
Powerbomb!
With the assisted elbow there.
The powerbomb elbow
That could be it for
connects
Chase.
beautifully.
Sonya's in though, breaks things
Not
up
even
quickly.
a one. Tremendous speed by Sonya considering the damage that's already been done here tonight. Oh my word, for the shot again. And again by Xander. Hard lefts and rights.
Oh.
Sonya though.
Sending Xander out instead.
Onto the ring apron, holds onto the ropes. Meanwhile, Matsuda sidesteps Lisa Chase. Excuse me, Lisa Chase sidesteps Matsuda. So many
Into
bodies.
the corner.
In the corner they go.
Oh, elbow to the back after the drop toe hold there. Sonya going up top.
Going up top and looking for that high risk offense. Akane Matsuda trying to roll out the way of Sonya, who can fly, and she does. Missile dropkick to the back of Akane Matsuda.
But look at that. Rolled out the way, went to scoop her up but misjudged the steps.
Yeah, I think Sonya had that well scouted and guillotined Matsuda on the top rope, kept right behind the rookie here in N.E.W.
Next attack to
At
Xander.
least.
Oh! Xander in now. Series of lariats, missed with the last one.
Big bulldog. Big, beautiful bulldog by Psycho Sonya.
Xander trying to get control of this match, failed. And they ultimately pay for it now. Arm trap neck breaker.
Beautiful, classic Psycho Sonya.
Usually sets up for one thing.
Here's one of my random trivia facts here. In that arm trap neck breaker is the move that won her that world championship.
It's an interesting one.
Neck breaker powerbomb, there we go.
Interestingly,
Take
Lisa
that one,
Chase
Snap
pushes
Monkeys.
her out of that pin position and then
Lisa
goes for a pin
Chase.
instead.
3-time tag team champions.
Perhaps checking.
Yes,
But the
there
Outlaws
it is.
make it. I think she got up, instead of staying sat down in that pin position, got up to make sure Akane was still down on the floor. She was. Just out of shot there. And then decided to risk the pin the second time round. Xander still too rocked to respond.
Beautiful powerbomb elbow there.
Incredible. There's that arm trap neck breaker. Sonya running up the ropes with that one. There you see, she let go. The replay put off there, but she got up to check and then went for the pin.
And the Outlaws doing the dance, maybe making a little love. They're maybe going to get down tonight because they're victorious, and Xander Enterprise is having no response to the Outlaws.
I have no clue where she gets that trombone from every damn time.
Where did she get it
she's
from?
got it in her hand, I don't know.
Who keeps handing her that?
Well, regardless, the veterans victorious here tonight.
You know, I know they do have like a music hall in the back somewhere, so I wouldn't really pass those guys maybe just stealing it.
Well, after a hard-fought loss, in no exaggeration, Darryl Graves for a good while looked like he had that Intercontinental Championship bound for his waist. But once again, the legend Cowboy Roy turned the tides, defeated Daryl Graves, and now he's back at the bottom of the ladder and is facing Rick Weaver to try and get back at it. I mean, one of the few that have actually taken the opportunity to get straight back in the race.
Well, can I just say, what an opportunity this is for Daryl Graves, but what an opportunity it is for Rick Weaver, who's had a mixed run of form as of late, I think it would be fair to say.
Yeah, this could be a very interesting match. Yeah, what a match this could be. I mean, Daryl Graves probably not 100% after that one-on-one.
Well, I'll tell you, it should be a great match either way. I mean, Rick Weaver, you know, despite his mixed run of form, and Daryl Graves, despite his unluck against Cowboy Roy, they're both great athletes. We're not wasting any time here, we're just getting straight to it. Oh, there we go. Just for anyone who's paying attention, Daryl Graves is 5'8" from Battle Creek, Michigan. He's a former Intercontinental Champion, and Rick Weaver, one half of the current Tag Team Champions, 5'10", 245 from New York. And of course, from Magnum Opus,
which appears to be surrounding the ring here tonight.
Oh, jawbreaker by Weaver. Oh, here we go. These Weaver kicks. Hard shots. Oh, there we go, right across the chops of Daryl Graves.
Graves goes rolling to the outside.
Well, you know, the last pay-per-view, I still maintain it was the making of Rick Weaver. There was a change in that night and that man, and he held it together for Magnum Opus once again. It just shows you what Snake sees in that kid, why he calls him the future of this business, because when the chips are down, Owen, who has pulled Magnum Opus out of the mud? It's been Rick Weaver.
Well done, count Daryl Graves out. He went toe to toe with Cowboy Roy last night and is still putting Rick Weaver through the paces here.
Oh yeah, Rick Weaver in trouble here on the outside. Daryl Graves trying to hit a suplex, countered by Weaver right into the stairs. Sweet Jesus, what a shot. You heard the clatter from here, Owen.
Count of 7. Need to get this one back in the ring or it's going to end as a draw. Oh, another suplex on the outside. Count of 8.
Rick Weaver finally
putting Graves back in the ring.
Graves dodged.
Oh, they're not quick enough there. Off the ropes.
Oh, there we are. Beautiful. Kick to the spine there by Weaver. Tell you what, Owen, in this kind of environment, in this kind of matchup, I think it really comes down to those people on the outside, well, it doesn't the people on the inside, because with as good as Daryl Graves is, I think, you know, Rick Weaver's not that far behind him and on his day could beat him. This one for me is too close to call. Rick Weaver right now in control. Guillotine. But we have seen Daryl Graves on so many occasions fight back from near impossible odds. I mean, will he do so tonight? Will we see the original demon rise from the ashes one more time, Owen?
That's that assistance on the outside may be crucial for Rick Weaver here tonight.
I love that's the part you focus on about what I just said there. Always goes back to Magnum Opus review. Kick to the midsection there by Rick Weaver, who is doing a great job, it must be said, of picking apart the veteran Daryl Graves. Goes for an
ankle
lock there, just a scissored ankle lock there, just wrapping the legs around Daryl Graves.
Submission specialist
had that
himself.
well scouted, yeah, as you quite rightly said, Owen.
Again, Rick Weaver just a little too fast for him here tonight.
Knows the submissions as Daryl Graves got out of that relatively quickly. Rick Weaver though kept right back on him, got him on a top turnbuckle here, and if he hits this, Daryl Graves is in trouble. Rick Weaver has played his own game here tonight and has done it incredibly well. What a big suplex. Was Riot a turning point for Weaver? It can happen to wrestlers, Owen, when one day it just suddenly clicks and you hit that next level. Was that the night for Weaver?
Very well may have been.
The way, there we go. Once delivered.
What's he going for here?
It's generally good news to Rick Weaver. Oh, didn't go for the pin. I think that's very interesting. He's been using the best of both worlds as of late, and perhaps favours that to finish the job here tonight against Daryl Graves. This new style really gelling for Weaver. Weaver, here it is. There it is. There it is. Best of both worlds.
Breaker into a neck breaker.
Surely. Yes. It is. A clean victory. It has to be said for Rick Weaver here tonight, Owen.
Oh, and it seems we're having technical issues once again.
Oh, in the moment of Rick Weaver's greatest triumph here in the Intercontinental rankings, I can't believe it.
I'm not sure I can take much more of this. Well, while we try and get the picture back, of course we are due a matchup between Cole Albert Clemens and Fox next in the women's rankings.
Well, as a stream of swear words are being uttered to us as we speak, we are trying to get back to you live. We apologise for the technical difficulties once again. Well, the Stat Monkeys will not be getting their banana tonight. Bad Stat Monkeys. We will get back to you as soon as we can with our scheduled broadcast. But what a match that was, Owen. I mean, we can talk about that for a little while. I mean, Rick Weaver with an incredible victory. I mean, and you've been one of Rick Weaver's biggest doubters, and you can't deny that was a clean victory.
It was. I mean, I can question that if Daryl Graves was at 100%, there may have been a bit more fight in him. However, Rick Weaver did come out the victor.
It was a sanctioned match, Owen, and he was cleared to wrestle.
Daryl Graves chose not to take the break. Otherwise, it would have been. I don't know who Rick Weaver would have been against.
Well, it was a great victory for Rick Weaver nonetheless, and we could finally, it seems, we hope, return to our scheduled programming. We apologise for the brief technical difficulties that we have had tonight, and of course the other night. The Stat Monkeys will be flogged, and there will be a poison banana.
Yes, again, hopefully everything will be back to normal tomorrow. Possibly even better, who knows.
Well, Adrian Goldman's going to fire someone, we know that much. Someone will be getting their P45 tomorrow. Cole Albert Clemens versus Fox.
This one in the singles rankings, both of them have been to the top before.
Yes, they have. And you know, both ladies very, very capable of
again, just kicking things off here.
Not wasting any time whatsoever because of the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We have cut back to the start of this matchup. We'll run through the stats as we go. Big knee to the head there of the Fox by Cole Albert Clemens, who is 6'8" and 274 from Manchester, now residing in Liverpool. A two-time former champion with that big knee there to the Fox. 5'5", 132 from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Former women's champion, of course, former tag team champion with Foxy Valentine. Both very capable ladies here in N.E.W's women's division. Currently Cole Albert Clemens, who missed with that kick there. Big drop kick by the Fox.
Just rocks her though, does not drop her.
Well, it's hard to drop a woman who's 6'8" with one shot, but she manages it then with a Lufez press, throwing her whole body into it that time. Perhaps she learned from the kick. What a Lufez press, shade to the rattlesnake there by the Fox, the first ever dual champion, women's champion in N.E.W. Owen.
Of course, it's Extreme Rules, and Fox wasting no time finding a table.
Yeah, going straight for that table, and I don't blame her one bit against Cole Albert Clemens.
Furious shots here.
Using those Extreme Rules to her advantage. Oh, what a large spinning forearm there. Flying forearm, it's like being hit by a tree trunk. Hit by. And another. There we are, almost like a helicopter spin. Forearm.
Cole Albert Clemens.
Vicious shots.
Just in control once again. That strength can just change the pace of a match. One wrong move by Fox and she's now subject to this. Big elbow.
Big elbow. Big elbow by CAC. Continuing that attack, Owen. I mean, you know that table's going to come into use at some point. You can just kind of feel it in your bones.
Yeah,
you know it's there, and you know it'll be used.
Far too long now to not get used. But hang on, Cole Albert Clemens thinking it's all over.
Oh, well, that big knee. We've seen Cole Albert Clemens win matches with that knee. So don't say it can't be done. Kick to the spine to the Fox, who is in serious trouble here. As you said before, Erwin, both these women have been to the top of the mountain. Both women know how to win titles, win gold. And both women don't have an ounce of quit in them, which makes me fear for their health here tonight, quite frankly. It makes it a very busy night for Mike Chitoka in this Extreme Rules situation. Northern Light suplex, beautiful. No bridge that time released, but well executed there by the Fox. No pinch for the say, excuse me. Big leg drop right across the neck of Cole Albert Clemens. Oh, there we are. Taking it down there with the arm, keeps that hammer lock.
Just wrenching the arm.
Well applied. As you say, quite rightly, wrenching that arm, stoking the prey in the corner, waiting for CAC to rise, and rise she does. Needs to hit her hard, the Fox. Oh, what a forearm. That'll do it. Cole Albert Clemens in the corner.
Not impressed with Fox's attitude here.
Drives her into the post.
Both of these such tough fighters. Oh, wait. Shades of Rikishi.
Well, a Fatu drop. Not as large as Rikishi, but still as devastating. 274 pounds is not a light. It's not a light woman. Let's be honest.
I like Great Yoko's also utilising that corner manoeuvre there.
Tremendous slam there by Cole Albert Clemens, smashing the head of the Fox into the canvas. Rabid in her attack of the Fox.
With the moves Cole Albert Clemens uses, considering she's from Manchester, I've got a question if she has any Samoan heritage hidden away there. Samoan drops and everything.
Maybe we should ask Kaku. Kaku would probably know.
Well, I'm not going to ask Cole, let's put it that way. Fox.
Kaku's okay. You get a beer down him, he's not a bad guy to hang out with.
Oh wait. We've seen this before.
Drop. The Clemens drop.
Could be it right there.
Simple, effective, devastating. It's over.
It's what won her a match against Akane Matsuda last night. It's what won her a match here tonight.
CAC has risen once again.
It's on her way for that gold once again.
The Fox, a great fight from the former champion, the first ever dual woman champion in N.E.W. history. So she's no slouch, so this is a big victory for Cole Albert Clemens as far as I'm concerned, Erwin.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But now, I've got to go face Franco. Here it goes.
Well, yes, after a night of trials, tribulations, technical difficulties, possible firings, new signings, and insane matches. It has come to this. Franco, and my broadcast partner and current N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion, who's left the booth and has now gone to the back to prepare for this match, our main event. It will be Franco versus Irwin, and if Franco wins, he will get a shot at the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship. And how many times have we said Franco has the potential to be a World Heavyweight Champion? Will he reach that potential against an N.E.W veteran, Irwin? Well, he has to win a match first to do it, to get that shot. Well, tonight's that chance. A great victory for Cole Albert Clemens as we await our main event. 3,000 sellout crowd in Liverpool have enjoyed a raucous Turmoil here tonight. We apologise for the technical difficulties that we've had in the last couple of shows once again. Thank you for sticking with us, because this could be a good one, folks. I promise you. Main event Max is back, and it's got an absolute bona fide, almost guaranteed classic. Franco's a stud. He's an all-out stud. I've known this young man throughout his entire development here in N.E.W. I tell you, Franco, he's one to watch. There's a reason why me and Irwin prop this guy up when we commentate. We really do believe he's got potential to be a future world champion. Irwin has said that himself on many occasions. He's a big fan of Franco. I know there's a lot of mutual respect between these two men. So I don't expect any shenanigans here tonight. I expect a hard fought, hard contest matchup. There'll be no quarter given. I know that much by either man. But there will be a level of respect there. Franco, one of the purest athletes in N.E.W. And Irwin, more of a kamikaze pilot. Franco, 6 foot, flat out, 248 pounds from Beverly Hills, California. Proud member of the crew, 3-time TV champion, former Intercontinental champion, former tag team champion with the Authority. He's pretty much done it all here in N.E.W, barring the US title and the big one, the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm getting a note here in my headset that there has been some form of technical difficulty once again just before our main event. Could you believe it? You couldn't make it up here. I'll tell you, that's pretty much confirmed it. One of the stat monkeys is not long for this world. Adrian Goldman will literally be in the back somewhere right now with a revolver, hunting him down. Erwin won't be happy either. Hell, I'm not happy. But main event Max, more airtime. Franco and Irwin should be a cracker when we do finally get to it. A little bit more about the background of these two men, I suppose, while we're waiting to kick off. I mean, I know I've already given you Franco's stats. I mean, and I can tell you that Irwin's a former TV champion. He's also a former 2-time hardcore champion, former cruiserweight champion. He's won the TV title, the IC title. He's 4-time N.E.W champion. This is his 4th reign. Some would say potentially his final reign here in N.E.W. Irwin would probably say different. Franco, that amazing amateur background as well to consider. It's a world apart from Irwin's much more extreme world. One of the founding blocks of N.E.W, no question about that, versus potentially one of the brightest stars of the future in Franco. It's going to be a good one. I have now received a word in my headset. We are now back fully live on air. And once again, it seems that I must apologise for the technical difficulties. Franco has gone backstage, and we will go from the start. do it properly. Adrian Goldman has demanded that we do things right here in N.E.W. Despite the technical difficulties, there is fire and fury in the back right now, I can tell you that. Thank God he doesn't have a red button right now. We are live. Well and truly. Franco and Irwin, one-on-one. It has come to this. Mutual respect, completely conflicting styles. And we welcome Franco, who still, I believe, has designs on the tag team title. Oh wait a minute, what the hell? What the hell? It's Yuri! What the hell is Yuri doing there? Yuri is behind Franco! Oh, he's got a sledgehammer to the spine! He's attacking his tag team partner! Franco has won by disqualification! What the hell has happened? What the hell has happened here? If I didn't believe it with my own eyes, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. I'm so shocked I can't speak. By technicality, Franco will get a title shot, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night at N.E.W, our main event will be Franco versus Irwin for the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship. I can't believe it. It was a setup. Franco has set up the World Champion.